Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a reading for sign of Scorpio. And keep in mind that this will not resonate for every Scorpio. If you like a personal reading, that is going to be the first link in the description down below. Repeat that, first link in the description down below for a personal reading. You'll also find a bunch of other things in the description there. You can find my Etsy shop, which has my tarot and my oracle cards on there, my holographic stickers, as well as a mini holographic version of my oracle cards on there, and now my pins, which are acrylic. We have the Serapis Bay pin, the Green Man, and then we have the White Raven. So all that's in the description down below. On my Etsy shop, you can also find my shirt store and my website, different social media platforms I'm on, even Twitch and Patreon. All that's in the description down below, and if you like donating to the channel, feel free to do so. Okay, so Scorpio, we're going to look and see what's happening for you, what's coming up ahead. We have the Grail Hollow, the Grail Hermit, Star, Spear 6, Sword 8, Grail 3, Grail 9, Grail 10. Alright, Scorpio, so we're going to have to look at some of these cards, but it feels like here is that we have a new beginning, a new era for you, new cycles. Okay, Scorpio. There is success here. There's also a lot of, there's like new. Alright, on the bottom of the deck we have a Merlin. Let's have a look at your cards here. Let's put this like this for now. Come to number 9. Where are you? I keep passing. Okay. The Grail Hermit sits near his hermitage, his dove on a menhir or pillar stone. Because the quest is for everyone, he is servant of both the old and new spiritual traditions. His role is to counsel seekers on their quest, providing spiritual hospitality, rest, and reinvigoration, as well as time to refocus. It says guidance, spiritual truth, wise counsel, introspection, space for reassessment, maturity, conscious, companionship of one's guardian angel or companion spirit. Questions. What guidance is being offered here? What seeks to be born in the silence? What illumination are you seeking? So what are you seeking here, Scorpio? Alright, and what guidance is being offered to you? It feels like there's spiritual guidance being offered to you here. This feels like a bit of maturity, and maybe that you see things being more clear to you on a spiritual sense. Like a star. It says a watchman witnesses a dragon-tailed comet over lovers. A second watchman sleeps. Cockerel heralds the dawning of a new era, and the Pendragons will bring land from anarchy, tribal rivalry, and invasion to a state of defensive peace. The dragon is the emblem of the Pendragons, Uther and his son, Arthur. It says hope, dreams, faith, desire, trust, a new cycle, inspiration, protection of loved ones, refreshment, a new influence in social consciousness. Question, what do you hope for in this matter? What shoots of renewal are showing? What is the source of your refreshment? So what are you hoping for here, Scorpio? Alright. We need to do sword. Sword 8. Sword in the March recalls the stubbornness of Geraint to prove his manhood to Enid despite the suffering involved. It says restriction, bounded duty, imprisonment, isolation, intolerance, depression, keeping face. Question, what is binding you here? So what is binding you here, and what are you breaking? It feels like, Scorpio, there's a need to go within and finding out what is kind of restricting you in some ways. Alright, because there's going to be like a new cycle where that binding is not there. You understand? So Spear 6. Spear 6. The banner of victory flies to acclaim Arthur's great triumph over the Saxons at Mount Badon. Victory, advancement, pride and achievement, recognition, ceremonial honors, promotion, efforts rewarded. Question, what do you have to be proud of? Alright, Scorpio. So what do you have already to be proud of? And it feels like more victory, more achievement, more, you know, more and more and more, right? More success for you. It feels like it's what this new, what this star is bringing in here. So, Grail. Grail Hollow. The Grail Hollow appears over a mountain stream. It says fertility, abundance, beauty, joy, pregnancy, nurture, healing, gladness, compassion, universal love. Question, where is your love committed? Alright, and where is your love committed at the moment? There's a need to answer these questions because it's important to have that communication with Spirit. Otherwise, how can Spirit even know what do you want in your life if you never communicate it? Grail 3. Must be like abundance, fertility and pregnancy. Doesn't have to be, but overall, just abundance. This is an inn and apple orchard. A table is set with harvest fare. Solace, fulfillment, fortunate conclusion, generosity, spiritual hospitality, congenial meetings. Question, what is meeting here? Alright, so Scorpio. Feels like there is fulfillment here with this new beginning here, but feels like you're having a new meeting as well. There's some sort of meeting place. Okay? Or you may be getting spiritual guidance or something like that. Alright? Maybe from Spirit here. Or person. It says, under a starlit sky, a cauldron hangs over a fire. Satisfaction, one's heart's desires, security, physical pleasure, emotional contentment. Question, what is your heart's desires? See that? What is your heart's desires? Because it feels like you are going to be getting that. 9 of Cups with the star, Ace of Cups. It's coming into your life here, Scorpio. Grail 10. By the seashore, the path leads to somewhere I don't know how to say. Nearby stands the Grail. Contentment, holiness of the home or family, fellowship and sharing, peace and happiness. Question, what is that home here? So what is that home here? Also, Scorpio, contentment can be home and family, part of your wishes, but either with success as well. You have Sword 9, Spear 8, you have the Green Knight, Spear 3, you have Stone 4, Spear 10, you have Guinevere, the Sleeping Lord. Okay, Scorpio, so looking at some of your cards here, because I do know some of their meanings. The Green Knight. The Green Knight comes to bring you a challenge. Alright, passing that challenge opens up a door for opportunities, door, you know. Let's have a look at your cards here. Guinevere, okay. Guinevere sits spinning in a meadow while a white cow grazes by. She is Arthur's queen and the guardian of peace and concord in the land. In Celtic tradition, she is the beautiful face of sovereignty, the flower bride whose consort rules the land, which is why many legends speak of her abduction by would-be rulers. Fulfillment, beauty, abundance, creative growth, material and spiritual wealth, fertility, motherhood, health, harmony, femininity. Question, what is yearning to be fulfilled here? How does this serve beauty and harmony? What needs to be nurtured here? Okay, Scorpio. So you can be this Guinevere, or that could be someone around you. Alright, someone who's appearing at Guinevere. Alright, abundance. That's what it feels like. It feels like you have an Empress here. Okay. We need to move on to the Green Knight. The otherworldly Green Knight comes to Arthur's Christmas court to play a game. A knight must behead him, and in turn, he will behead the knight. Only Gawain takes up the challenge. After the Green Knight is beheaded, Gawain has to offer his neck in turn. He's finally released unharmed, and Arthur acclaims his courage. At the Green Knight's feet is the wren, king of all birds. It's a challenge: ignorance, self-limitation, inflexibility, unconscious fears realized, stagnation, selfishness, creative possibilities ignored. Question: what fear obstructs your life? How are you limiting yourself? What creative possibilities are researching? This can also be like limitations and stuff here. Yeah, Scorpio. That can actually be a thing here, where you are releasing that of limitations. Okay, when we're talking about binding and stuff, releasing your own limitations here. That can be the challenge for you. A lot of that comes from the mind. Sleeping Lord lies under the earth, while the eagle soars above people in search of help. Sleepers are ancestral guardians who conserve and protect the land. Arthur is but one in a long line who awaits the call to reawaken and bring regeneration. It says regeneration, renewal, resurrection, prophetic vision, recapitulation of events or ideas, forgiveness, adjustment, recovery. Question: what is transforming here? What is being revealed? What is awakening or changing? It feels like you're going through some awakening moment, Scorpio, where you are waking up to something here, where you are no longer feeling bound. Okay. Sword. Sword 9. Night. Under a waning moon is a palisaded fence. With severed heads upon its spike, in a ditch lies a sword. Suffering, fear, guilt, grave doubts, cruelty, despair, premonition and nightmares, danger, facing the worst. Question: what is the worst here? Alright, so what is the worst here, Scorpio? I was about to call you a question. Not a question. Okay. So yeah, if he's like there, the mind, Scorpio. So let me tell you something. If you feel yourself feeling in a low vibration, thinking about things of the past, things that aren't really positive here, right? And you get yourself in that stuck sort of mentality of that, there's a lot of meditation videos that you can do to get yourself out of that. Okay, you can find plenty here on YouTube. Just look it up. Meditation music of like clearing, cleansing, refreshment, right? So, there's one thing here. We have a bunch of spears. What's the first one? Spear 3? Yeah, Spear 3. Spear 3. The force of adventure leads seekers deeper into their quest. Confidence, expansiveness, proven strength, enterprising initiative. Question: how are your plans creating your path? Alright, feels like there's, yeah, once you've done that, you can prove yourself as, like you can do this, right? Not that you can't. So once you get out of the mind space, alright, and you raise your vibration, then it's going to be a lot of expansion here. Then it's going to be when this new cycle, these new opportunities, right? That's when you're going to be waking up here. And that's when success actually happens for you. That's when the home, the family, abundance, all that sort of stuff, right? Spear 10, Spear 8. Spear 8. A spear hurtles downstream, reminiscent of how Queen Isolot and Tristan sent secret love messages to each other. Swiftness, speedy progress, expediency, hasty perpetration, prophetic insight, communication, coincidence. Question: what is the urgency? Now, Scorpio, when you do that, it feels like it speeds up something here. It feels like it speeds up some sort of communication coming in. Alright? Can be with an Empress. Now, the Empress does not have to be any certain sign or person. I point that out. Just someone who appears as an Empress. We have 2 ravens guard the pass to the castle of Corbinic. Responsibility, excessive burdens, onerous duties, overexpansion, trial by fire, burnout. Question: where's the help to carry this? Okay, so what's going to be helping you here? Or who? When you do get worked up, what happens? Who helps you? Stone 4. Stone 4. From an open mound, riches are revealed. The hidden treasures of Britain, earthly power, material gain, ambition, time to be generous with others. The advantage is yours. Question: what is worth? Or what is this worth? Alright? Feels like there is going to be a lot of material gain, alright? When you do that, there's a need to share that abundance with others. And what is this all worth to you here? You have the Stone King, you have the Sun, the Spear Knight, and the Wounded King, you have the Lady of the Lake, and the Merlin. Stone 5, Stone 8. Okay, Scorpio, a couple things here. Now with the Sun card, that can usually be like a child here. So it can be like an actual sun, whether it be now in the present or in the future, because we have Sun, a Spear Knight, Stone King. That may be describing that. Okay? Now, we need to see the Merlin. Passed it. I don't know how I passed it, but I did. It says Merlin stands before a stone table bearing the map of Britain in the 4 hollows. The red and white dragons, intertwined between the Tower of Vortigern and Merlin's otherworldly dwelling. Merlin is the kingmaker of the Pendragons, the mentor of Arthur, and the guardian of Britain. It says creative impulse, imaginative insight, self-confidence, mastery through discipline, skill, initiative, perception at all levels, alignment to the magical life patterns. Questions: where are your energies invested? What are you trying to manifest? Which skills do you need to draw upon? What are you trying to manifest here, Scorpio? Alright, it also feels like that of creativity and stuff, and all that stuff here. But what are you most importantly trying to manifest into your life? Marlon. Yeah, the Lady of the Lake sits on a reed throne, with a sword in one hand and a book in the other. She is companioned by a crane. She initiates Arthur into otherworldly knowledge as his foster mother and receives him and his sword, Excalibur, back into her realms. It says learning, initiation, wisdom, knowledge, enlightenment, inspiration, counsel, psychic healing, the ability to impart instruction. Questions: what is the source of your wisdom? What is being initiated now? What knowledge are you seeking? See, when you do all this, Scorpio, and you raise your vibration here, it feels like you meet the Lady of the Lake and you're able to be spiritually initiated, and that is that guidance that you are receiving through your own hermit. Okay? And then it's asking you, after that, after you get initiated here, what are you trying to manifest into your life? Alright? What is important to you? What are you seeking? Remember? Seeking. So we have the Sun. It says the Wounded King suffers from an unhealing injury that only the Seeker can heal. By asking the all-important Grail question, both the King's wound and the wasteland are caused by the Dolorous Blow, an event that uses the Spear Hollow for self-defense rather than sacred purposes. His dog attends him. Wisdom of experience, surrender, spiritual insight, commitment to principles, dedication to a cause, complete change of one's life, healing from the roots, purification, shedding inessentials, self-sacrifice. Questions: what do you have to accept? What sacrifices are being asked of you? What must you devote yourself to? So answer these questions, Scorpio. Okay? So what needs to be let go of, or what needs to be sacrificed here in turn for all this? Like what needs to be offered in turn for your manifestations here? Okay? What are you trying to devote yourself to? It says liberated Mavon rides out to achieve his quest on a white mare. On his back is a harp, for he is not only a hunter but a singer. As Maponus, bringer of light, he is the god of the Roman legendaries of Hadrian's Wall. Also represents the youthful Arthur who drew his sword with a stone. It says innocence, purity, enthusiasm, warmth, a loving heart, joy, freedom, enlightenment, wholeness, health, clarity, directness. True vocation, realize. Question: what is coming to fruition? Where do you commit your enthusiasm here? What joy or freedom is being offered? Okay. And after that, we have Spear. And the Spear Knight. Spear of Arthur's skillful companion, Bedwyr cleaves the air. Bedwyr is what? Okay. I don't want to read all that. A fearless adventurer, hot-tempered, demonstrative person, competitiveness, rescue, troubleshooting. Question: what is being risked? Okay. Let's move on to the stones. Stone 5. A barren, desolate, windswept landscape where all is lost. It says adversity, insecurity, strain, barren prospects, loneliness, destitution, loss of home, or means lack of ground. Question: what is causing insecurity? What causes your insecurities here as well, Scorpio? Working through that. It says Stone 8. A stonemason's yard with unfinished carving. Training for the quest. It says prudence, patient application, apprenticeships for a craft. Better results through gaining professional skills, methodical work, detailed preparation. Question: what do you need to practice? And what do you need to practice here in your work, in your craft, Scorpio? Alright? You have Stone King. Stone King. The Stone King sits before a triathlon of stone with the hound at his feet. On his breast is a checkered emblem of a stone hollow. Prosperous, dependable, wise, responsible individual, love of the land and nature. Question: what must be offered in things? And when you do get this abundance, what must be offered in things here? What must be shared? Alright, like I said, what must be offered here? Alright, but what I do, oh my god. What I do definitely feel like is that the Spear Knight's son, Stone King, might be that of a child of yours, either now or in the future. The Sword Maiden, Stone 7, Stone Hollow, Tilicium. Sword 4, Sword Queen, Sword King, Stone 9. So you have a king and a queen here and a maiden. Alright, then we have Tilicium. Let's just stay there, it's so annoying. I hate slidey cards, they're annoying to work with. We have Tilicium, the poet of Arthur, sits in a firelit hall telling the story to two children, the story of his initiatory transformations and chase by Ceradan. He accompanies Arthur in his descent to Anwen and is the witness of Arthur's passing to Anwen. Says the lark represents his unceasing voice of memory. So Scorpio, I feel like when you do rise to this spiritual knowledge and all that sort of stuff, I feel like you're going to be telling that of younger generations and even children, maybe your children, of like your spiritual knowledge here. Alright. It says tradition, revelation, insight, inspiration, preserving heritage and ancient memory, initiation, advice or counsel, spiritual transformation. Question: what inspires you about this? What is seeking to be revealed now? What is the next step in your story? And also, Scorpio, what's the next step after this, after you get your abundance, after you get your heart's desires? There's a question here. Alright. Okay, so Sword 4. Sword 4. Sword rests on a chapel's altar for the night's vigil. Percival learns patience in his nightly train. Respite, meditation, retreat, rest, replenishment of spirit, solitude, a follow period. Question: what needs to rest? You see, there's a need to rest here. Scorpio, meditate. Sword. This is Dindring. Percival's sister weaves the sword belt and embroiders the scabbard with her hair. An insightful, quick, truthful, flexible, discerning person, unexpected, sometimes challenging news. Question: what cuts to the heart of matter? What cuts the heart of matter? Scorpio? This sword maiden also might be someone that you know. We have a sword queen. One of the 9 wise women of Gloucester, who trains Percival in deeds of arms, burnishes her sword. A keenly intelligent, shrewd, independent, disciplined, careful analysis, fosterage of skills. Question: what defends independence and truth? Along with this, these may be people that you know. Sword maiden, sword queen, sword king. Or maybe yourself. The sword king sits enthroned with his sword on the mound of justice, an impartial, just, analytical, thoughtful, discriminating arbitrator. An important decision. Question: what is your impartial assessment? In the earth of an underground cavern, the board glows with power. Wisdom, spiritual treasures, consolation, well-being, prosperity, instinct, natural law. Question: where's your hidden treasure? Because like you have a lot of hidden treasure here, Scorpio, which is spiritual. Alright, spiritual gifts. Okay, that feels like you're going to be passing down on to others. So you have stone 7 and stone 9. A great wall stretching across northern hills. It is broken. Nearby stone stands a symbol stone. Persistence, patience, exertion, and continual effort. Fruitless speculation. Question: what will mend what is broken? And there's also mending of something that is broken here. Alright? Your connection with people here, or with the person. You have stone 9. Animals find sanctuary at the wild herdsman's clearing. Accomplishment, enjoyment of solitary pursuits, ease, love of nature, relaxation and leisure, personal satisfaction. Question: what is yours to enjoy? Alright. So, Scorpio, it's been a long reading. Let's pull out some runes and some charms for you. Now we have the Raven, which could represent magic, messages, communication from spirit. Morgan Le Fay, we have this one. Swear to God. So stupid sliding cards. So we have your strength here being removed. This is this new birthing for you, Scorpio. This is what you're being initiated into. Also, your creativity. When things were stuck for you, Now they're being birthed here. And that feels like your strength, your magic, your intuition, your psychic abilities, your spiritual sense is being birthed here. Alright, that new era, which we've been talking about the entire time. Alright, so that is all I have for you. And like I said, first link in the description down below for personal reading. Also go to my Etsy shop, go in there, go buy something, really appreciate that. And if you want to see more content, give a like, subscribe. Bye guys.